and Stitch. My name is Emmy and this is my Flosstube channel about cross stitch. It's been a few weeks. I've got lots of exciting things to tell you about and show you, and so let's get started. Little life update. So we've been really busy the past 3 weeks. My daughter, my oldest daughter, is home on summer break from college. She goes to school in Hawaii, and so it has been so fun to have her home. She has been cross-stitching, and I've got her cross-stitch here to show you, which I'm super excited about, you guys. She's stitching, and oh, I'm just so happy to have a little stitch buddy. It's been really, really fun. We also had celebrated my mother and father-in-law's 50th wedding anniversary, which is a huge accomplishment. We did a big reception for them a couple of weeks ago, and so had lots of prep work for that. And then we also did family pictures, which family pictures are hard, you guys. So you put together a color palette, and you've got to find clothes that coordinate, that aren't matchy-matchy, but that match the color palette. It's like my worst nightmare, family pictures. Anyways, because we did a big, huge extended family picture. My husband has 6 siblings, and everyone was coming in town for this anniversary celebration, and so we did those family pictures. So we did it, got through it. They turned out good, so that was a good thing too. We are actually getting ready to head out of town today. We're headed down to Arizona, which is where my mother and father-in-law live. They actually moved down there last October. They came up for their celebration, and then but they went back down, I think, like a week ago. So we're going to go down and see them. We haven't seen their new home yet, so we're going to go and see them. And you guys, while I'm there, because they're in the Phoenix area, I get to go to the attic. Oh, I'm so excited for that. So I will, for sure, next video, be showing you some treasures that I got from the attic. It's going to be a super fun experience. Other than that, still working on our basement. It's coming along. The contractor's pretty much done, so I've got all of my projects to do. I've been slowly gathering supplies. I did get my wallpapering done in my craft room, which was super exciting. I'm going to do a backsplash on a little kitchenette that we have. We're going to do some built-ins. I've got some shelves and desks for my room that I need to put together to help get it set up. So still super busy, which is a bummer because it takes away from stitching time, but it's going to be so good in the end to have my craft room all set up and organized, and just a little quiet place, because I think you remember this is actually my second daughter's bedroom. And I had a space in our basement when it was unfinished, but of course we had to move everything so it could be finished. So I've been kind of sharing space with her. So everything is in a little bit of a chaotic mess. So I'm excited to get down and get all of that organized, and just have a room that I can retreat to and have all of my stuff, and it'll be really, really nice, as well as the whole rest of the living areas in the basement. It'll be fun. Okay, let me show you what we've got going on. So first, I want to show you my daughter's finish. So it comes from this book, the African Cross Stitch Collection, and she started this cross stitch years ago. I mean, probably 10 or 12 years ago, when I was trying to teach my girls how to cross stitch, and they didn't really take to it too well, but she kept her whip. And so when she, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 months ago, expressed interest in stitching again, she said, I still have that. So we pulled it out and looked at it, and there were some like issues with it having aged, and I think the fabric margins were super small. So we scrapped it, and she really didn't have very much done, so it was okay. So we scrapped it, and she started over. And so let me show you this. So she stitched this lion family outing. And she loves lions. The Lion King, Disney's The Lion King, is her favorite movie. She just loves it. It has her heart. And so she really liked this pattern. Still liked it even 10, 12 years later. So let me show you her finish. Oh, you guys, she did so good. I'm so proud of her. Isn't it so cute? Those little lion cubs are adorable. And just those little huts underneath, and the turtle, and then the mama lion. Anyways, so this is just on a piece of Aida that I actually pulled from a kit that I had, because I knew first time cross stitcher, you know, Aida's a little bit easier. So she killed it. She did so good. So then when she was finished, she wanted to do another one. Yay. And so she came up to my stash and dug through and found some patterns and narrowed it down. So she's working on a tiny modernist right now. I don't have that to show you, but she's doing really good. And she's doing it on an even weave and is doing fantastic. She's picked it up so well. So my heart is just so happy that I have a stitching buddy. All right, so she had a finish, but I have been super busy and have a bunch of finishes to show you. I'm so excited. So, okay, my first finish is my Long Dog Peccadillo that is Clandestine. I started this when we went to Florida, and it is done. Look how cute it is. Oh, I just love the way that the floss colors play with the fabric. So the fabric is 40 count. Unnamed fabric. It was like in a sample pack from Number 12 Stitch Co., which is an Australian dyer who sells on Etsy. And my floss was from a mystery pack from Live and Dye, D-Y-E-L-A. And let me show you some of this detail. Just turned out so cute. I love it, love it, love it. Okay, next finish. Victoria Dupin from Reflet Soie. This is a cute little sampler. This was in the January Schoolgirl Sampler box. I think that's what it's called, by Reflet Soie. Again, those boxes come with the pattern and the Soie d'Alger silks to stitch it, and so I provided the fabric, which is a 40 count Hogbristle by Fox and Rabbit. And this is just such a sweet sampler. I love the colors, the navy and the gold, and then that dusty blue. So, finish number 2 for me. All right, and then this one, I was on a mission to finish this one. This one was such a fun stitch, I honestly couldn't put it down. This is A Perfect World by Scarlett House. Here it is, all finished. I used the DMC instead of the overdyes, and this is on a 32 count Bittersweet Jobelan. And so this is just so fun. This was just so fun. I have to admit the black did get a little monotonous, but I love that checkerboard grass. And those trees are my favorite. And look at the cute little dogs. So, finish number 3. Isn't it so fun? Such a great project. All right, and finish number 4. I was on a mission, you guys. I wanted to get some finishes done because I want to start 1 or 2 new things when we go on our road trip. So I needed to get some things done. So finish number 4 is Al Forest Embroidery, Apples of Youth. This is on just a 40 count white linen, and then I used Threadworx Blue Navy, which is a variegated floss, and then I used Petite Treasure Braid 025 for those golden apples. I wish you could see the, there you go. I was going to say the blue isn't showing up, but there it is. That's a little bit better. And this was actually a pretty quick stitch. Like this bottom border right here with these 3 parts, the birds and the flowers and this little middle band, I got finished in 1 night. It was really a quick stitch. This just is so pretty. So Al Forest Embroidery, Apples of Youth. All right, and then I had a couple of new starts, but one of them is a start and finish. So we took a mini road trip. We had to go up to Idaho for a funeral on my husband's side, which was sad, but I was able to start a couple of new projects, which, you know, try to put a positive spin on things. So I did Beggars 4th by Threadwork Primitives, and I love this. And we had to go up like the weekend of the 4th of July, and so this was an appropriate start, and I'd been itching to stitch something patriotic, and this fit the bill, and it was so, I love this. You guys, I love all of these beggar patterns. They're just so good. it was just so fun. I love the little flags on that tree and that crow, and those little penny rugs down there. And I love all of this, the graphic detail. Anyway, so this was a super quick stitch. I think this took me like 3-ish days. This is on Vintage Country Mocha. So Beggars 4th by Threadwork Primitives. All right, and then I had another new start. This was is a freebie pattern from Needlework Press Strawberry Urn. I'm sure you've seen it all around the Flosstube. It's just a cute, fun little stitch. And here is where I am at. I am almost done. I've got to finish the border. I've got just a couple of more of these little medallions, and then that border goes across the top as well. So I'm almost done. This is going to be super close. I might take this with me and just finish it fast because it won't take too long, but we'll see. This is done on Serial Starter 40 count, which is from Number 12 Stitch Co. And this is, the red is a silk from Vicki Clayton Silks, one of her perfect reds. I don't have the number, but if you really need it, I can find it for you. So it's just turning out really cute. Just a sweet, simple pattern. All right, so that is a new start / whip. Then I have one other whip to show you, and it is Kindness and Fortitude by Modern Folk Embroidery. And I don't remember where I was at when I showed you this last time, but here is where I'm at now. It's so disappointing because this doesn't show up very well on camera, but it's so pretty. So this is a Silks for You, like Silk of the Month silk, this dark teal. And then this is a Gloriana Monets Pond Green. And this fabric is a 40 count Blue Lagoon from Red Thicket Fabrics. And it's actually a Verdal. And so the fabric is really soft. And then with the silks, oh, it is a dream. Just the softness of the Verdal and the softness of the silk. It's so wonderful to stitch. So Kindness and Fortitude. Okay, last video I showed you guys some unusual things that I wanted to make bags out of. I got some tea towels and a shirt, if you remember. So I got a couple of those made. Let me show them to you. So the first one, you might remember that shirt. I got like a 3X so that I had lots of fabric. Here is the bag I made. Isn't it so fun? If you are a Disney Parks fan, this bag is like right up your alley. So I also, let's see. So this is the fun lining that I got. I just found that fabric at Joann's, and I also made my little Notions pouch, and then just my little work container that I always try to make. So they just turned out so cute, and I actually have enough to make at least one more set, and then probably a bunch of little bags. So that was really fun. It turned out so, so cute. And then the other one is the tea towels, you might remember. So I picked the hem out, and these were a little bit trickier because the fabric is, I don't know, just a little bit different. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not, anyways, it's fine. But here is that bag. So there's the front. And then I got this cute keychain to use as a zipper pull to go with it that matches. Okay, here's the back. So this was a tea towel set from the Germany Pavilion in the World Showcase in Epcot in Walt Disney World. Remember, this was a test to see if it would work very well. It worked really well. Like, the fabric was a little finicky to pick out the hem on. It left some pretty major holes, so I had to be really careful working around it. But otherwise, it worked really good. And then look at the cute inside. Oh, it turned out so good. And I love this super dark navy and the red, just the bow, and then the Edelweiss flowers. Oh, look how cute that is. So those are the bags, and they just turned out so cute. So I will be buying more of the tea towels to make more bags out of. And then yeah, look for weird items that you just really like the fabric, because look at the cute bags that you can make. Then I have some really fun treasures to show you. So I have a friend who loves Silks for You silks, and she introduced me to them, and she was putting in an order for some hanks, and I said, do you want to go in on them? Because a hank is a lot of silk. It's like 225-ish yards. It's a lot. But Silks for You, it is $30 a hank, which is a crazy great deal. And then if you buy 5, you get a 6th one for free. So that makes them $25 a hank. And so it's just a really great deal. So we picked out some colors that we both liked, and then she ordered them, and when they got here, she just split them with me. So let me show you the colors that we got. So if you are familiar with Silks for You, you know that she does it by a number, and so I will just tell you the number. So first up is this kind of, it's described as a rose gold, and that is not showing up very well at all. It's a lot more rich in person, and this is PR 197. And then got this variegated brown. Oh, and that one's showing up. Okay, isn't it so funny how some colors will show up and others won't? Ah, good old video. Okay, anyways, but this is beautiful, and this is PR 202. Then we got a red, which is stunning. This is PR 126, it looks like. And yeah, that's pretty true right there. They're just so soft. I can't wait to stitch with them. All right, and then we got PR 035. This one is stunning. It's like this gray into this maroon. Let's see. You can see right here, kind of a purpley maroon, and it lightens up. It is stunning. And then we got this kind of dusty variegated blue, PR 068. Oh, that's showing way brighter than it is. It's just this beautiful dusty blue with lots of great variegation in it. And then number 6 is PR 178. Oh, I love this one too. So you've got the purple and then kind of this red, pinky red to this, there's orange up here, because that, and it fades into coral and then orange and then into the yellow. It's fantastic. So needless to say, I'm kind of slightly obsessed, and I have a shopping cart full of silks from Silk for You now. So if you like stitching with silk, but you want an affordable option, see if you can find a friend to go in on some hanks with you, because if you split it, it's like 15-ish bucks a hank, and this is about 100-ish yards of silk, and that is enough for a pretty decent sized project. Gosh, look how pretty that is. So, Silks for You. Some of my first treasures to show you. Okay, then I had lots of my fabric of the months show up. So, the first one is from Fangirl Fibers. I am part of the Disney Attraction Club, because you all know I love Disney parks and the attractions. So theme was Expedition Everest. So there is the needle minder, which I love. And here is the fabric. It is a 28 Lugana. And so, ooh, it's a little bit, it's not quite that drastic, but it is like a modelly blue cloud looking. It's really fantastic. So that is Fangirl Fibers. Okay, next is from Crafty Grimalkin. I am in their Atomic Ranch, and I get a 40 count linen fat quarter, and so this one is called Ocean Sand. This one's so beautiful, you guys. Oh, I knew it wasn't going to show up. It is like this super pale blue with kind of these little hints. You can kind of see a little bit of tan, so kind of like a beach, like an oceany, beachy. This is so, so beautiful. I love this piece of fabric. It is stunning. All right, then I got my Bestitch Me. All right, so I get a 28 count in the Lugana in the color. So this one is Summer Sunrise. You probably have already seen it, but get ready. 1, 2, 3, bam. It is orange. It's super fun. So it might, it's actually a little bit brighter than that. It's pretty bright, but it's really fun. I'm excited to think about some fun things to put on it. So that is Summer Sunrise. Yep, Summer Sunrise from Be Stitch Me. My other Be Stitch Me fabric. Oh, this is another gorgeous, gorgeous piece. This is the neutral, and I get a 40 count Ridal, and it is called Catacombs. Oh, I was worried it wasn't going to show up, but that's pretty good. It is like this blue-gray, like a really, it's a gray-blue background, and then this like grayish modeling. That's not too bad. Oh, it's just so pretty. This is a gorgeous piece of fabric. I love that one. And her fabrics are just always so soft. I don't know what brand he does, but Be Stitch Me fabrics are fantastic. Okay, then I also got to my Biju Designs fabric of the month. She always sends a gift thread, so there's a green. It's showing a little more minty than it is. And she sends a little pattern. So there's the cute little pattern. Okay, and now for the fabric. Again, I get a 40 count linen, and so this is called Terra Wood. Okay. It's not too bad. The main color is getting a little washed out. It's a little more pinky, but this is really another gorgeous piece of fabric. A sampler is going to look fantastic on this. So I love it. Her fabrics are so good. Biju Designs, I love her stuff. All right, and then Fangirl Fibers, not Fangirl Fibers, Fiberlicious. I get a 28 count Lugana Opalescent, a little bling. And so this one is called Do You See What I See? Oh, look at that pretty blue. Oh, that's a little darker than it actually is. There we go. That's better. Sorry about the blind lines, guys. So it's just, can you see the sparkle? Yeah, you can kind of see. It's so pretty. Like a mermaid on this. It's gonna be fantastic. Okay, so there are those. Then I put in an order quite a while ago from my friend Val at Live and Dye LA. She does like limited edition fabrics about every other month, and so I ordered some of those from her plus a couple of regular fabrics. Okay, so let me show you first. Okay, so this is one of her regular ones, and I got a 32 count Lugana. So you can order this one from her. This is called The Child. It is this beautiful, oh, it's not showing up very well, like green, this soft sagey green color. It's so stunning. I love that. And then another one from her regular line is called California Sage. Again, this is a Lugana 32 count, and that's fairly true. Might be a hair bright, but again, just gorgeous, gorgeous fabrics. Okay, so those two are from her regular line that you can get. Then I ordered a couple of things from her limited edition line, so I will show you those. I'm hoping that she adds them to her regular line because they're stunning. So first one is Desert Camo. So it's this really soft green tan gray. Oh, it's not showing about ish there. That's not bad. It's so beautiful. Again, a 32 count Lugana is what I got in that. Her fabrics are so stunning, you guys. Check her out if you haven't. Live and Dye LA. Let me show you her little card. So I did order these special. They're special order, of course, and so I did have to wait probably 3-ish months. And I actually have one more piece coming that should be here probably today, maybe tomorrow, of course, after I've already left. Okay, then in June, was Pride Month, and so she did a bunch of fabrics celebrating that. So this one is called Gay, to represent the gay flag, and this is an opalescent Lugana, and it is so beautiful. So So this is the light version, but can you see the sparklies in that? It's so beautiful. And then she also does floss. And so this is one that she brought back, and I'm not sure if she's putting it on her regular one, but it's called Tonight Tonight. And it is this purpley blue, just stunning. So, so beautiful. And she does lots of different yardage options. You can get, I think, a 5, 10, 25, or maybe 10, 15, 25, and she does 50 and 100 if you want. And it's just a 6-stranded cotton floss, but it is really so pretty. And then I got one more. I got Lesbian, which is based off of the lesbian flag. And this is a really pretty dark pink, light pink, corally, peachy. It's so beautiful. So I got those. All right, then I also got my Reflet de Soie Schoolgirl Sampler Memories box. And if you remember, I've shown these before, so this is for June. So cute. These boxes are just so sweet. I love them. This is one of my favorite things to get. Okay, so the sampler is Maman. Look how sweet that is. Look at the borders. I love that the borders are different. The right and left are the same, but then the top and bottom are different. And there's just that little alphabet. So it's not very big. It's 160 by 122. So definitely a little bit smaller, more manageable size. And then the floss that she sent to stitch it with is Nevera Soie 103 109. And then the other floss, let's see, oh, she always puts in a ribbon, so there's the ribbon. And she always puts in a little bag of with tea and like a little biscuit. And then here are the other flosses that she sent. Okay, so they're all Nevera Soies. These are beautiful. Okay, blues and purples for this month. They're so pretty. Beautiful, beautiful. Love them. And then also a pearl and a 103 in this purple. So one of my favorite things to get is this little box. And then she also includes a little postcard of the sampler and some needles on this cute little vintagey paper. See the needles in there? So you just have to add a fabric and stitch, which is so fun. And then you get all these other fun goodies to help add to your stash. And I love it. It's one of my favorite things. All right, so, oh, I do have a couple more things to show you. Okay, so last week I was able to go up to Shepherd's Bush with some friends, and my goal was to, get that out. My goal was to get every opening flower by Brenda Gervais and get it kitted up, and that's what I did. So I now own every opening flower. Oh, that plastic bag is awful, but I'm sure you guys have seen it. That beautiful house and that willow tree I love, and the little bee skep wreath and these little kind of Quakery motifs. Anyways, and so I got all kitted up there. I also got a couple of pieces of fabric. So I was able to get 40 count vintage sand dune from Lakeside. And then I also got, let me go find it. Sorry guys, I should have had it out. I didn't realize I didn't. Nope. It's right here. Okay. And then I also got this. This is a Fabrics by Stephanie Toasted Almond. Okay, this is the most gorgeous fabric. It's like the most perfect neutral. It's not gonna, oh, it's not too bad. But it's just this really soft, tan, creamy. Oh, it is lovely, lovely. So that was what I got at Shepherd's Bush. So my daughter also picked out a project. she fell in love with the Tiny Towns, and this Halloween one especially. And so we got her all of the floss, and then also a piece of Pictures Plus Shale to stitch it on. I think that purpley fabric is going to be so fun with the Tiny Town. All right, so that is it. Plans. So I've got to figure out what new starts I'm going to take. I've been thinking, and I'm kind of not being pulled to anything. Is that so funny to say? I kind of have this urge to get some more stuff done. I think getting so many things finished has really kind of lit a fire and just made me want to do some more finishes. So I think what I'm going to do is I really want to take my Praiseworthy Stitches Simple Gifts Courage that I started with Pam of Just Keep Stitching, her Pam Survival Sal hashtag. I've got about 25% of that done, so I think I want to take that. I also want to take my Pretty Little Amsterdam by Satsuma Street. I'm feeling that would be a really fun stitch. And, oh, I do actually, I'm thinking that I might take one more. Let me go grab it. Okay, I'm also thinking, so my husband's birthday is going to be while we're gone. And if you remember, my family for Mother's Day, they each picked out a pattern and gave it to me for Mother's Day. And I thought, what would be a fun way to honor them and that pattern that they gave me? And I thought, what if I start that pattern on their birthday? And then I can think I started it on their birthday, and this was the pattern they gave me, and it just kind of reflects back on them, kind of as a full circle-y kind of thing. So my husband gave me this. He gave me Rosewood Manor Red Rhapsody. And so I've got it all kitted up with just some 40 count white linen and then one of the Vicki Clayton Perfect Dreads. And so I think I'm going to take this and start this, but I won't be able to start it for a while. His birthday's in like a little over a week. So I think I'm going to take this to start, and then whatever else calls to me. We're getting ready to go. Well, we're leaving this afternoon, and so I've got a couple of hours this morning to go through my stuff and see what speaks to me, what screams at me, take me, start me. So we'll see. Anyways, I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you so much for spending time with me. I really appreciate it. I love your comments. I love just this Flosstube community. The stitching community in general is just so fantastic, and I am so grateful to be a part of it, and thank you for all of your love and support. So until next time, your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to stitch. Bye, everyone.